I want to talk about, not about how do we connect more in today's world. Today I want to talk about how do we connect intelligently. If we move to the next slide, I define what I call connectional intelligence as the capability to unlock new and unrealized business value by maximizing the power of our networks and our relationships. We all know what IQ is. 30 years ago, emotional intelligence came to stage as a key leadership trait. But our job as leaders now is no longer just to have knowledge in our silo. It's no longer just to read body language cues in a physical office. Our job as leaders is to be able to connect with people across any silo, across any distance, across any digital channel to truly get big things done. I'd argue that one of the greatest risks to digital transformations is that we don't embed the right collaboration behaviors to truly connect intelligently in our modern workforce. So what I want to do today is I want to introduce you to what I call the 4 laws of connectional intelligence. This is based on my research over the last decade of what has allowed certain teams to maximize exponential growth through cross-silo and cross-team collaboration and others not. As I walk through this, I want you to assess yourself. Where is your greatest opportunity to grow and improve? The first law is to value visibly. Now again, especially in the past, valuing visibly often meant meeting people in person, handshakes, head nods, team dinners. We all know those things still matter a lot. But in today's modern 21st century work environment, valuing visibly is no longer just those traditional physical cues. I like to say valuing visibly is valuing people's time, inboxes, and schedules. It's knowing that when you run a meeting virtually, in person, hybrid, within the first 3 minutes, you need to define, here's what success looks like. Here's why you're all here. Here's how I'm going to have you participate. Valuing visibly is also about asking your colleagues, what did you miss most when we weren't in person? So that you know, what will we do differently when we are together? You don't want to be the type of leader that has everyone back physically in person and your door shut because you're on video calls all day. How are we taking the time to truly maximize when we connect in person and stay inclusive of how we connect with anyone, anywhere? Valuing visibly is also about practicing radical recognition. Think about it. If someone stayed up all night to work on a deliverable for you, and in the past, they used to see the smile on your face the next day, now if they get a message that says K period or the infamous THX, they won't feel valued visibly. I like to say that's an acknowledgement that you got someone's email. And most importantly, valuing visibly is acknowledging that differences look different today. I'll give you an example. I know one leader, he used to run big team meetings in the office. Now he's completely changed his approach to value his team and maximize connectional intelligence. He always has a clear agenda he sends one day before the meeting with questions he wants everyone to be ready to answer at the beginning of the meeting. Then at the beginning of the meeting, he has everyone share their answers in the chat tool, on the video call, and then he calls on those with the most diverse or unique ideas. He told me he has heard more from his introverts and his junior colleagues using this format in a way that he had never heard from them in the in-person office. First of all, that thoughtful agenda allowed introverts to be ready to share. They weren't caught off guard or fighting for airtime. Second, by getting everyone to write their ideas first, it allowed junior team members to feel like their ideas mattered just as much as senior team members. Research shows that the first 3 people that speak in a meeting tend to be the 3 most senior people. They tend to take up 80% of the airtime. He's learned through our digital shift how to truly value his team visibly and maximize intelligence of them in new ways.